It's a POS.
Pause on that, you still broke, you ain't back. No
Yeah.
strings attached, that's a rack, that's a rack. No strings attached, that's a rack, that's a rack. No strings attached, that's a rack, that's a rack. No strings attached, that's a rack, that's a
All right, man. We up in here, man, on a Wednesday night. It's no strings attached, man, with another classic episode. You dig? We gonna get it popping tonight, man. We talking about should you change for your relationship, and you know what type of changes should you make if you are gonna make some changes. You dig? Um, Before we get into that though, let's make sure we give everybody a shout out real quick. We got Lionel up in here tonight. What's popping?
What's poppin', family? Happy Wednesday.
You
Hope
dig?
y'all's energy is right. You know,
Already. We got Naomi sipping Sprite up in here.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Happy No Strings Day.
You dig? Sister Mo is up in here.
What up, y'all? Welcome back. We back in this time.
And we got Young Cash.
Cashaholic.
This guy. This guy. We up in here, man. No strings attached, man. Listen, we going to get to the shit, talk about, you know, in this show, we talk about relationships and the culture. We do allow everybody to express themselves in their most organic states. We allow everybody to talk their shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Unfiltered. We on sense of the chat room. Y'all can jump up in there and make that liver than what it was. All we ask is that you rate, comment, subscribe, and all that fly shit. Also, look out for us in the podcast section of iTunes, where we upload over there as well. Hit up that IG, hit up that Twitter. All right, before we go anywhere,
That like
let's
button.
yes, sir. Before we go anywhere, let's talk about for just a few minutes, man. Breonna Taylor.
Look,
You dig?
we already knew what the outcome was going to be. Honestly, sadly, we already knew how the system was going to go because the system is broken and it's so broken, we can't just repair that shit. It needs to be a whole new system needs to be created because it's too fucked up.
Yes. The one thing I'll say, and I'll let y'all take it off from here. I'm just gonna say this to everybody, man. Everybody, number one, just be careful, right? Just in life in general, right now, crazy times, 2020. So just be careful, and then especially if you're gonna be involved in any protest and anything like that, man. I advise everybody to be fucking careful, because you don't know who is who in the protests. You know what I'm saying? You don't know how aggressive the police are being. So just be careful, man. You know what I'm saying? Protect yourself. You dig what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man.
True.
You know, protect yourself at all times, and I would say, man, you know, I see a lot of people out here who I still think they see what's going on, but they don't understand the severity of it. Like, stop playing, man. This ain't the time to be playing. Like, if you going out there and you really about it, you know, make sure you're taking the proper precautions. Make sure you're protecting yourself, and that you're aware of your surroundings. So, yeah.
Talk to me, Lionel.
I would just say, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I kind of had hope a little bit because this was so big and made so much news. But then again, what would take so long if it was actually going to go anywhere?
Right.
So that should have been an indicator. But at the same time, I was just a little hopeful because she has so much support behind her, and like
She did have so much support,
And I
but
just felt
at
like,
the end of the day,
you know,
legally, cops are able to kill everybody, and that's why they're not gonna convict a cop for no shit like that because
That's a fact.
it's a fucked up situation. Like, it's a fucked up system. They're literally allowed to kill whoever they want, and they're not gonna get punished for it. All for a badge. You don't even have to go to college for that shit. You don't need no long training. You get a license to kill being a cop.
And it also
That's a fact.
it also brings up the importance of if you are a person that votes or voting, right? Because in Louisville, or Louisville, as the locals say, right? Their attorney general, right? Listen, shout out to him, man, because he checks off every stereotype box for what you would think he is, right? He's a black Republican guy, right? And he looks like he would be a Republican. He talks like it, and he is married to a white woman. I'm not saying that necessarily makes him a Republican, but like he checks off all the damn boxes. It's like, damn, bro.
Kind of does.
You check off all the little stereotype boxes of this shit, fam.
Tend to lean towards, a certain direction.
Yeah, I'm like, damn, that shit's crazy. So, but yeah, man, again, my thing is I just want everybody to be careful and be safe. And
let me give everyone, I want to say this too. I don't really want to stay on this. We already know what it is. We've been on this for a minute, right? Every time when I see these types of cases, whether it's this one, going back to the Trayvon Martin case, whenever you hear a new definition of the law of something that you've never heard before, no, it's bad news. In the Trayvon Martin case, right? It was to stand your ground.
Yeah,
no
yeah.
one knew what the fuck that was. They didn't know what state that it pertained to. That's the problem with this country, is that each state, each county, they got their own shit going on, and you'll never know what's going on until they want you to know what's going on, and then that's when they can use it against you. So in this case, the charge against the police officer was wanton endangerment,
Yeah.
right? I'm not gonna read it. I've read it 10 times to myself. I still don't know what the fuck it really means. But just understand, whenever you start hearing these new definitions in terms that mean to you, they're new to you, you've never heard of them. They always have these laws already sitting there. So if some shit does pop off, they got a way out. So just be aware, man.
Yeah, and I saw one thing on there on that particular law. They said essentially you can get charged with that for just like discharging a firearm and like just like in the air. If you just like shoot in the air and it's like people around, they can charge you with that. So that's crazy. But anyway,
And then when I see like the max penalty is like $10,000 in 5 years,
Yeah.
I'm like, huh? The
Well,
fuck
can I
is
just
that?
pick
Like,
up quick before we get off this topic?
so yeah,
If
man.
somebody,
Again, I'm gonna keep it cool, but you know what it is.
and and listen, I don't want like to equate shit to this, but this is like such a real example. How people wanted to not only how they wanted to do him, but how they did Michael Vick over dogfighting. And listen, I know people love animals. You dig what I'm saying? Listen, people were upset that he got the time he got. You know what I'm saying? People were like, nah, he deserves to be in there forever. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, what did he end up serving? 3? 2?
Yeah, this dude went to jail. Like he went to.
No, he didn't go to jail.
He went.
Nigga went to prison. Leavenworth, sir. One of the worst prisons in this country.
Yeah.
For fighting dogs in which there was no physical evidence that he did it. Now, listen, that's a whole nother conversation for another day.
But
But
yeah.
bottom line, he was found guilty for it. He paid the ultimate price for fighting dogs. Now, we're talking about taking human lives. But again, I digress.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. Prayers for everybody, man. Again, everybody be safe if you out here, man. Hold your head, because my main thing is you don't know who is who in these crowds, right? All right. So let's
Wait,
move
what are you
on.
about to say, Mom?
Oh, Mom, I'm sorry, Mo. Did I cut you off?
Mm-hmm.
My bad. Go ahead,
Come
Mo.
on,
I'm sorry.
man, Mo.
All I was gonna say is because it was brought to attention, which isn't really a secret or anything, but definitely for those of y'all out there, the Black community, things like that. Just also, what I'm saying, I guess tread lightly when it comes to different shit with the promotion of the Black Lives Matter, because a lot of the stuff was being used for promotional reasons, and I know that a lot of people were like, just, oh yeah, they're with us or with this type of thing. But I want to say just be careful as far as like who you're really supporting. Definitely make sure y'all look into that stuff too, because I feel like it was a lot of, I mean, not to say that they don't have that belief that, they're trying to follow the Black Lives Matter movement, but it's been blown up to a scale that it's like, okay, now people are profiting off of this shit. And people are like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what this is for. That's not.
And they co-opting the movement for their own benefit.
I think some site that was selling jewelry from the broken glass of all the riots and
Oh
stuff.
my
Like,
gosh.
are you fucking kidding me? Like,
Yeah.
people
And
are-
then it had named them.
And then
named them
named
after
them.
people who had lost their lives.
Yep.
Yo, like, so those y'all out there, you know what I'm saying? Just keep your eyes open. That's all I'm gonna say. Because at this point, I can't believe anything. Like, I'm not about to sit here and be like, oh, no. I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Y'all keep that same energy constantly. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of these businesses and big, corporations and shit are not keeping that same energy.
Facts.
That's all I wanted to say.
Facts.
Yeah, that's real talk. Real talk. My bad. I'm trying to get some audio shift. I'll be.
Bro was trying to get some Bud Ice.
Nah, I'm in this motherfucker. I'm producing. I'm being the engineer. Trying to, I'm fucking doing too much shit, dog. Okay, so let's yeah, man. Again, everybody be safe out here, man, in these streets. So
Be aware.
it's no easy way to make this transition, right? To make a transition for some shit like that. So let's not even try to.
Don't start talking about hoes. No,
Yeah,
I'm just
so let's not even try to fucking make an easy transition because it's gonna be fucked up no matter what. Let's talk about Moneybag Yo. let's,
Oh,
talk,
Jesus.
let's talk about
This
Moneybag.
nigga been online drunk and I don't know what else he was on. But bro, you finna play something?
My nigga, let me see what I got on the gram
What's
for
been
Moneybag.
going on with the little homie?
Okay, so it was his it was his
Twitter and just
birthday
Money-
yesterday, right?
All that shit was
Let me see. Okay, let's go to Moneybag Yo. Let me find it real quick.
all that shit.
He got what he got? What did he get? He got a new whip. Did he get a new whip yesterday?
He did, and there was
Yeah.
so much going on. I didn't even know that there was a shooting, so I saw a video
Yeah.
of people getting shot at.
Here's Moneybag and his new whip.
Boss. 2020.
He's losing his mind. Yeah, Moneybag Yo got the new Maybach. He's feeling good in these streets. And then yeah, it was some shoot. This nigga was sitting on the ground at one point.
Bought me a vein of sausage. I never had a can of vein of sausage for these monkeys.
This nigga sitting on. Listen, I don't know what Moneybag was going through yesterday. He's sitting on the ground out here. I don't know what.
Did he get it? Like for someone gave it, they gifted it to him, or he
His
bought
girl
it?
got it for him. Ari.
Okay.
So he bought it for himself. Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, but okay.
Look, the money he was giving her, she was stacking it up, putting it up for something special, and even that's good too, because look, she was thinking about him.
Congrats
Like,
to the
you know,
brother,
but-
man. That's a hell of an accomplishment. You know what I mean? Congratulations, man.
I mean,
Congrats.
listen, you know.
I already know niggas gonna come heavy with the. I don't see y'all talking about goals or energy now. I already seen niggas on the timeline talking about, oh, so y'all real quiet.
Look, but that was after she got the Lambo truck, so if they want to follow suit, they need to follow suit. You get that shit after the fact.
Hold on, but hold on. I guess I'm confused though, because clearly money again. You know, she went out and made the purchase, but Moneybag is financing all of this, correct?
But how do you know why she couldn't have her own money somewhere?
You think she has Maybach money?
Well,
She
let,
might.
me ask y'all this, because I'm not
like
familiar with her. What does she do?
She
came
don't
up
do
with-
nothing.
What?
She a baby mama.
She's what you call her
Girlfriend
baby
now.
moms, right? She's
She is G Herbo's baby mama.
yeah, G Herbo.
Okay.
And now
And she
she's a
can-
girlfriend.
So she
Hard job. It's a hard job to be a girlfriend of a rapper.
Here she go. Here she go. I
Hey,
love your support, Naomi. You so supportive.
hey, I'm
It's a
just
Libra trait.
saying though,
Yeah,
like
I see.
I'm trying to figure out what you know, listen, shout out to her. She went out and made the purchase. That works too. Cause if y'all got like a joint account, you know what I'm saying? And she gets them, I don't know, I'm trying to help out, you know what I'm saying?
I thought they got a joint account.
The way he
Yeah,
was,
I'm
like,
about
it
to
didn't
say,
seem
I
like
hope
that
they
money
got
came
no-
out of his account. You know what I mean?
At all.
But what's up with?
Does have
They
to,
say
yeah.
somebody. I know. I can't remember who it was, but it was a woman. This has been a couple years ago. She was upset because like a famous. No, you know. Damn, it's gonna be fucked up to say this.
Uh-oh.
But fuck it, I'm gonna go here. Rest in peace. Steve McNair, old school quarterback for the Oilers and then the Tennessee Titans. He had a little side chick, and he had bought her like a I don't know, like some big ass truck. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, some big motherfucker. And he bought it for her, but he didn't like buy it in full. You know what I'm saying? She had to still make them payments. And she was annoyed as fuck with this nigga because initially he was making the payments, then they fell out, and he was like, "Hey man, well good luck." You know what I'm saying?
See, and that's why you only accept a car if it's paid in full. Like I don't need you to give me payments. Like I do that already. Well, I personally don't do that. Look, I buy cash cars already. So definitely don't come to me talking about a payment. Well, maybe if it's in your name.
Yeah, you
It
know.
would have to be.
Yeah, shit got
Yeah.
shit got crazy out here.
I'm
Hey,
tired of seeing the car gift shit in hip hop. I'm not gonna lie to you. Cause I saw Wayne was gifted a car by Mac Man. I
Yeah.
was like, I don't know what the fuck this means, cause that's a $250,000 car or whatever, right? Does that mean he bought that shit right out and gifted it to him? Because I just don't. Because every time I see someone get gifted a car, I see that same person having like money issues. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, stop taking these fucking cars, bro. Like, stop getting these gift cards. Like, yeah, nigga, give me some contract money. You dig?
Hey,
Did y'all see? Oh, sorry.
no, you good. Naomi, go ahead.
Did y'all see that Young Dolph had gifted like a fan a car in Dallas, Texas?
I saw
And
that.
he had gifted her like a Lambo, and it's like,
I wish I
could
would
you
have
imagine getting
out
that
here,
shit?
and I would have taken it.
I would have sold it. I would take it, but I would sell it. I'm not fucking. I'll drive that shit for a little bit, maybe, but like,
Right.
nigga, think of the fucking repairs. That shit.
I would be selling that
You
whole
can't
shit.
even afford that shit. You can't
I
afford
know.
one tire.
Exactly.
You can't afford the
I
insurance.
can get one oil change on this bitch, and that's it.
Better
And
auction
I
that
would sell
shit
that
off.
bitch with the quickness, go buy me a little, you know what I'm saying, compact or economy car or something, and then pay my bills off, period.
Better put that motherfucker up on eBay immediately.
Yeah, that shit
Young
was
Dolph
crazy.
wrote in his shit.
Right, he gave it to me, so
Facts.
it's real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop taking them car gifts, man. For real.
But
But hey, shout out to Moneybag Yo, man. With the
Unless it's paid in full. If it's paid in full, take that car.
Oh yeah, take it and then sell that motherfucker. You
Yeah.
ain't gonna be able to maintain it.
And it wasn't just, and it's like a multicolored joint too. It ain't even like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like they know you coming.
People in the comments saying that they were thinking it was a wrap, that it wasn't like the actual like paint of the car.
Ah, okay.
Right.
Possibly.
They normally do that. Yeah, they definitely wrap them. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Possibly.
even better, like y'all could just take that shit off and just rewrap it. Period. Now it's for
Yeah.
real on sale. Like y'all could really have this hoe.
Rewrap it to the next fucking buyer. Get that shit off my.
Oh yeah. I'm looking at it now. Yeah, I just put it up. Yeah, it does look like that's wrapped.
Yeah, you can tell it's wrapped.
Yeah. My thing is though, listen, if you blow up this picture, you can see her neighborhood. She don't look like she live in a Lamborghini neighborhood. No disrespect. But
No.
yeah, you might
Yeah.
want to go ahead and, you know what I'm saying? Hey, cause
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying, right? It's like, fam, nah, I'm cool.
yeah. Yeah, shit's so hey, let me ask y'all this. Have y'all ever had a situation though where like somebody got you a gift that like you know was expensive but like you just don't like it and deep down you like, nigga, why ain't you just like give me the money? You know what I'm saying? Like you're like, fuck, you didn't give me. No? I've had that a bunch of times.
I can appreciate a bad gift, but
What?
just a little bit because
I mean,
like the person still like thought about it and did it. So like I'll just keep that hoe. Like I'm a keepsake kind of person anyway.
Yeah.
So like I'll have it and just be like, okay, cool.
Oh,
Even an
nah.
expense. Say if it was like expensive though, like
Yeah.
Of course. I'm not
It's
gonna like.
expensive, but you
I mean,
could.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't rock it. Like I have stuff like that in that sense, but I won't rock the shit. I'll just like have it and like okay, cool. What a great gift.
I know.
Stay the person.
Like if somebody got me an iPhone, I take that motherfucker straight back to Best Buy. Right? I'm gonna get this trade in.
No, you actually need to put that hoe to use and you need to bury
Look,
it.
or just have an extra iPhone. You can
I got an
always-
Android.
No, he's not even team
got
iPhone at all. He
Android.
needs to capitalize on that gift.
Yeah, I'm gonna give me some Beats headbuds.
If somebody gives you an iPhone, you need to take that hoe and run.
I'm gonna give me a case, some Beats, you know, a lot of accessories, man. Might give me a PS5. You dig?
Ladies, you got less than how many days ladies got to get this PS5 money
It's
together?
coming out is
November?
it the 21st.
Get it together. Shit.
Look, I'm over here.
About to put y'all on, Mo. Hold on.
PS4. I'm like, shit.
I
we
love
need
Chris
to
already
do it.
bought
Let me
his,
get
so he
PS4
good.
because-
Hold on, Mo. Hold on. Put y'all on.
Yeah, let's get it together for him, Cash. Let the ladies know to get your money together, man.
Yeah, get you.
Get your PS money together,
Yeah.
ladies.
November
PS5.
12th, ladies. Y'all got until November 12th to get y'all PS5 together.
So,
hey, y'all gonna get a real good one.
Hey man, so a little under 2 months, man.
Yeah, listen, y'all got 2 months. Y'all gonna get y'all a main squeeze with that PS5, though. He a keeper. Whoever you get that for gonna be a keeper.
No, he gonna be letting another bitch watch Netflix on there.
Nah,
Hilarious.
No, I
Probably
don't trust it.
HBO Max.
I don't trust it.
Probably be some HBO
You
Max
have
on
to
there.
look over and be like, oh, so you want to watch some of my new PS5? No, nigga, no. I buy it for you. You can keep it at my house. And
Look,
let's
if
go
anybody
right
needs
there.
a new game system, it's me.
So nigga can come over there to come play.
Hey, that's
Hilarious.
fucked
Right,
up.
like,
You
like,
buy
like,
that nigga a
like, like,
PS5 and tell him to keep it at your house, nigga.
Trying to
That's
sneak out with it in the middle of the night.
Yo, that's hilarious.
Where you going with your backpack?
Right. Oh, I'll be back. Like,
Nigga, hilarious.
No, you know.
Right? All right, man. Let's get to the shit, man. Let's talk about in a relationship, should you change? Is there, you know what I'm saying? Should you modify anything about yourself? How you move out here in these streets? What should you do? What's the what was that didn't you have a tweet, Mo?
for this one, I actually had a couple different things. The first one was a post on Facebook, actually.
Them old niggas on Facebook, man. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? But
Mo
this
love Facebook.
this guy's
That's
actually,
social media app.
I really be on social media. But
Yeah.
this person's actually like my age range, and I really just go on there to talk shit and look cute. So, this person on Facebook, it's kind of lengthy, so you know, whatever. He says, if my girl gets on social networks and posts pics in her panties, I'm not going to be upset at the men who holler at or approach her looking for sex. Even if they know she's in a relationship, I can't even say they're disrespecting my relationship at that point, honestly. She made the decision to put it out there and play with that energy, so she's going to have to navigate through the thirsty ass requests. If she folds from the pressure she incited, then she just wasn't for me.
That's a very grown up way to
I'm about
look
to say,
at
it
it.
sounds like
for
a
sure.
grown ass man.
That's a very mature way to look at that shit, and that's probably how it should be. But
I feel like that's
I
the common
definitely feel
response that people
like-
have. Like, is wow, what a mature way of thinking. That's why I feel like my response to most people is how fucking immature. Like, why are you thinking like that? Like, that's the way to think. Like, it's your person. You already secured that bag, so you don't really have to worry about it unless you have to worry about it, until you have to worry about it, you know? So that's down
Yeah.
on that. You know, like, you're not gonna bring any fucking worry and your stress into your like realm for no reason if it's not existing. If she's sexy, she's sexy.
And was she doing this shit before is like I think
yeah, that would definitely
Yeah.
be the big point.
like,
too.
is that how you noticed her? Because I mean, at that point, I don't feel like you really have a place to sit and try to tell her if you already knew this what she was doing. And that was another thing that I was talking to Roy about pertaining to the topic, is that there was a rumor / I don't know if it was a real article or not, but just suggesting that the reason why Cardi was leaving Offset was because he was upset about the song, the WAP that came out. And he didn't want her to drop it. He didn't want her to make it, and this and the third. And so he was like, I guess, supposedly, constantly just feeling some type of way about it and things that she does. So she's like, it's time to go. Allegedly.
Yeah, see that?
Allegedly.
That's hard for me to believe, but
But
it
I
could be.
mean-
I know that sounds sketchy.
tough.
It's just like if that's really the case, that's really the truth. Like, you married Cardi B. Like,
My
she
nigga,
was
you
open
married
with
Cardi B.
from the jump, like before she even popped off. Like,
So
so
that's why I don't think that shit was.
Not to mention you've been a thought, so
Right, like
That's
Offset's a
awesome. Like, you're the problem, bro.
yeah, like yeah, that's hard. That's hard for me to believe.
but see, that's the only thing that I'm
like,
talking
I know you're not about to drop this
How is it
song.
that you gonna find somebody like that, you know what I'm saying, is a certain way prior to, let's just say, something like in a regular person's world, like, oh, all of a sudden we're dating, and you know, I go to the club regularly with my girls, you know what I'm saying, every weekend, every other weekend maybe. And then we get together, and all of a sudden you want me to stop doing that shit, or just like, oh, you know what I'm saying, you don't need to be going to the club, like, I mean, but at the same time, this is what I was doing beforehand. So yes, I mean, I feel like there's a level of respect when it comes to your relationship, because you want to be with that person. So I don't think I would be at the club every single time like that, but there are people who start to have issues with little things like that. Like, oh, so what you need to go to the club for? You know what I'm saying? Type shit. And it's like, well, nigga, I met you at the club. So what you mean?
Right. But that
That's how he probably feels though. Like, okay, well, you met me at the club, so what the fuck you still doing going out to the club?
Hey, that's his own problem.
You're trying to meet other niggas.
I'm weird.
Nah, I feel like that definitely comes into like insecurity and shit. Okay, but you were saying that if that's what they were doing beforehand, what if like they start doing this when you're already together?
I mean, we gonna have to sit down and talk and see what's
Like,
like, is there something deeper going on? Like, let's really get to the bottom of it.
Like start doing what?
like let's say, well, Roy's first example was like, or I don't, or
So
the
like
example
posting
on the
more like
Facebook
sexier
post,
pictures.
yeah, like sexier pictures, like maybe she got her underwear showing or whatever, and then maybe she is going out more, like she wasn't really going out before, but now she's starting to step out more. How are you feeling then?
I'm thinking
What he said.
interesting. Maybe she's more comfortable.
I don't
Because
know,
if you
man.
are in a relationship over time, I feel like that can change what people want to do.
And then it
change
depends on how
people
often,
grow.
like how often are you posting sexy pictures? Because there is like a fine line between just like comfortable confidence and like thirsty, like get your fucking self together.
So it's a
Like you're just looking for attention.
for me, it's a couple of things,
You know, there's a
right?
fine line.
Like, okay, is she just posting pictures and then the rest, but she's at the crib all day? You know what I'm saying? So like, if she just posting pictures just for whatever, just maybe just for her ego or whatever, all right, cool. But if she's posting pictures and then she's like a socialite in your city, so like now she's got to be like, she's like hosting at like clubs and all that too. It's like, you know, it can be a little much. And then two is also based on how long have y'all been
That's
together?
what stress me.
Yeah, like how long have y'all been
Yeah, 'cause
together?
I'm about to say at that point, that's kind of like she building her brand.
I
Yeah.
would say, yeah, that don't do nothing for me. Like, I don't like. My thing is, I guess the number one question you should be asking is, how much are you asking someone else to deviate from who they were when you first met them, right? Speaking of your point, Roy, I know a lot of females who work in the industry, in the night industry, right? Like,
Well,
bottle-
hold on.
bottle service.
Oh, okay.
girls,
I
you know,
didn't-
stuff like that.
I didn't know what industry you were talking about. Go ahead.
I knew
Okay,
what
underground,
industry
night
we were talking
industry,
about,
or-
Kat.
Oh, it's just extra shit.
Strippers, right? Whatever. Just women who work in the night industry, like that industry is very highly sexualized. You dig?
In the
So
game.
the point is it'd be very hard for you to date a chick who's a bottle girl, right? And then be like, yo, your Instagram's too sexy. Like, man, that's her brand. That's how they get the dudes to come through, buy bottles and shit. So don't go date no bottle chick and ask her to like quote unquote tone it down. It's the Kanye Kim shit right now, right? It's the, you know, he's telling her, you know, his religion, and it's like, nigga, it's Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
You said you was in love with her after you seen her make a sex tape. These are your words, right? So no, don't try to like desexualize her. No. So it depends on what level of deviation you're asking someone to do. Like Mo was saying, she's like, yo, Mo, I met you out at the club. You still going out, but like you're not going out every weekend. Maybe you may go out like twice, you know, every other weekend or some shit like that, right? Like you're not Monday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So it's cool, but it's just a level of deviation, man. You need to know who you're getting with. Don't get with someone and then ask them to do a fucking 360. That shit ain't gonna work. Or if they're with you, they're gonna resent you. You know what I'm saying?
True.
Yeah.
That pretty much sums it up.
Yeah, it's
No, for real.
you definitely got to know who you with, right?
Or that can even not even be like with just like women that do things either, like when it comes to the club and shit, but just when we talked about with men that just go for women that are maybe just a little bit out of their league. They want that idea of like, oh, I want a bad bitch, I want this, like I want her to be bad as hell. But
Mhm.
come to find out, you're not secure enough to be dating a woman like that.
You can't even handle a bad
Now you worried about what she got on. Oh, fellas, you finna
Real
let
shit.
your girl walk out the house with this, like
That's 'cause
nigga.
they don't be
Like,
thinking that far. They don't be realizing that
don't.
they got to deal with that
don't,
too.
Bro.
They just be thinking,
It's
oh,
like,
shit,
oh my god, I actually
Hey,
got
you
her, and now I gotta
you
find
gonna
a way to
fuck
keep
that bitch,
her.
or you gonna be insecure? Like,
They trying to lock that in, and then they don't think about like, oh shit, now I got a bad
well,
one.
then, like, let me just tie her down, and then she'll
She'll
come-
change.
No, yeah, she'll change for me, but like, why should she have to? Like, if you are going after a woman of that caliber, I guess you could say,
I
then
would.
you need to be able to match her level, or at least just be secure with yourself enough to understand that, you know what I'm saying, she might. And then it's just women that just like to look good, you know what I'm saying? It's not that she's necessarily doing it for social media or like, because I could say like when it comes to my example, Bree be looking good everywhere she goes, but she don't be on social media doing the most, you know what I'm saying? She really is like kind of shyer towards it. She's like, I'll post a picture, but that's it. Like, and it's just some like regular picture, but like, it don't mean that she's out here wilding out. She just likes to look good. You know what I'm saying? Like, type shit. So.
Well, let me
I
say
think-
this though. Hold on. I'm not going. Hold on, because I see what's going on here and I don't like it.
All right, come on, Roy.
What don't you like, Roy, man?
You wrong.
I don't like it. I'm hearing a lot of people. I feel like it's like a bunch of insecurities from these men, and I don't like it. Here's the deal, right?
Yeah.
There are.
Yeah.
Listen, I have several, not one, multiple, not two, multiple homeboys, right? Who have very attractive, either currently or previously, girlfriends, fiancés, even, right? That shit got rocky with, or like shit got sideways with, because of these situations where like they would be going out. And let's be very, very honest, niggas can be disrespectful in these streets, right? So
Hell yeah.
while I understand, like if we talking about like a woman who's working in that and that's their brand, I'm just talking about like a everyday motherfucker. Like we just going out, we just hanging, chilling. Niggas can be hella disrespectful, and maybe the guy is just saying like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Can you just, you know, when we going out, you know what I'm saying? Like every time we go out, niggas is hella disrespectful. Cause
I mean,
listen,
if we going out together,
Well,
hold
so
on,
it's
goddamn.
Wait, hold on. Let
It
Roy
ain't no
say
reason
that.
to be having
Finish
niggas
your thought.
disrespect you with me.
listen, I got a homeboy.
Disrespect me.
I got a homeboy who had to damn near check his girl because he was like, not damn near, he had to check her because he was like, yo, every time we go out, I damn near got to throw hands in these streets.
I gotta fight every night to prove my love.
5 heartbeats, you
Five
dig?
heartbeats.
But she is being disrespectful though. Like,
Huh?
Yeah, she needs a warrior. She needs a soldier warrior
Nah,
nigga,
no,
not that soldier.
Hold on. Okay, listen, maybe so.
Say, I fuck with the type of niggas where you already know, like, okay, let me know.
I'm good with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm good. Like, type shit. Like, that's how a woman I feel like should be. If you're gonna be, you know, desirable to a point like that, like you gotta be ready. I guess that's what comes with being with a baddie. You better have some hands.
Now, I don't think that's what Roy talking about. I think Roy is saying like the female is basically leading other dudes on, right? Like she out there getting
No.
drinks from other niggas at the
Like,
bar, stuff like that.
No, he was not saying that. He was saying when you in public with the girl.
Hold on.
But look, Mo didn't let him finish his style.
Yeah,
Was he
Roy,
about
hey,
to
clear,
say,
hey, Roy, clear it up.
No, I'm
Clear it
saying,
up for him.
should
I'm-
she change the way she's dressed?
I'm not saying
Roy,
she.
Clear it up for him.
I'm not saying she should or shouldn't. I'm just saying that that's a real conversation, right? I'm saying that like because what Cash is saying, all of that comes with it. I'm saying it's a level of disrespect. I've seen my homeboys disrespect niggas with their ladies in the spot, right?
Okay, but why is that my fault? Like,
It's not a thing about- it's not about
like,
fault.
What do you want from me?
I'm not saying it's anybody's fault, right? I'm not saying it's anybody's fault, right? Because like you know, it's like motherfucker, you wearing what you wear, like. But at a certain point, my partners have told me like, nigga, I got tired every time we go out. I got to damn near hit a nigga in the mouth. You know what I'm saying? It was like it got to be too much. I just asked her just to
I
like,
actually had this
That's
happen
why
to
I
me
only
before.
fuck with niggas who carry guns anyway.
whoa.
Hey man, edit that shit
You
out.
got a problem with it? You got a problem. Problem.
I mean,
Hey,
I'm
hey
saying-
Mo, if I come down there to kick it,
That
we
action
still
too,
South
though.
Side.
'Cause if you're not ready to cut a nigga too, basically, then I mean,
Hey, but no, I've actually had that happen to me before. I went out with a chick. It was actually in Hutch, Roy Mac. I was out with a chick.
Word to Hutch.
She was a baddie. No, you know, real talk. She was bad. But what she had on, like I was looking around, like I didn't say shit to her because I'm like me, bro. I'm just different. I don't do the whole like you should do this, you should do that. You feel me? You do whatever the fuck you want to do. You dig? So when I saw what she was wearing, in my mind, I'm like, yeah, this is gonna be an issue. You get what I'm saying? So when we went out, a dude actually tried to like fan her skirt up, basically. You know what I'm saying? Cause like she had some super fucking like provocative shit on, right? And she had like long legs and shit. So obviously you're in the club, everybody liquored up. You know what I'm saying? A dude tries to like fan her skirt up, and my first instinct was to slap the shit out of him. You know what I'm saying? But then I started thinking like, well, she chose to wear this shit out here. You know?
No, that is fucked
No,
up.
that's
No,
like,
no, no,
I'm
no.
like,
should
that's not
protect
her
her.
fault.
You
She
should
just
definitely
thought
protect
it
her.
was
No,
cute.
no,
She
no,
just
no.
thought her outfit was cute.
It's
no, that is
not about
the
protecting
fault.
her. I'm gonna tell you why. Because
Yes,
had I
why?
told her at the crib, had I been on some like, yo, you shouldn't wear that shit, I would have been the bad, controlling bad guy. You feel me? She's a grown. Before she met me, she was wearing that type of shit. You get me? So now that she with me, I'm not a fucking a bodyguard, nigga. she was wearing that before I got with her. So I seen her out in that type of shit before. So however she was getting it in before then, it was what it was. So anyways, dude did that shit. She turned around. She said what she had to say to him, right? He kept it pushing. Now, here's the thing. She never wore shit like that again. You get me? But I wasn't going to be the dude at the crib like, yo, if you wear that type of shit, you about to bring certain attention. I seen what she had on. I was like, in my mind, I was like, word? Hey, let's watch this. So she learned the lesson too, because she don't want to keep getting approached that way. And, you know, and maybe some women do, but for her, that shit happened to her, and she was like, yo, like, you know, like we didn't even have a conversation about it. She never wore that type of shit again. So, you know.
But I don't know. I feel like that's really insane. I could not even like partially like
What's
start
insane?
to understand that, because the first issue for me is like, you don't have the right to just reach out and grab anybody's anything. Like if she had a purse that was open, that don't mean you can take $2 out because you see them and the purse is open. Like that's really a crazy.
Hey, Lionel, do you
logic.
lock your door?
No,
Hey,
I'm
Lionel,
sorry,
do you
I'm
lock
still-
your
I'm
door
still-
when you
I'm
at
sorry,
night?
Let me just finish this point.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think it's like insane to like say, well, you kind of like walked right into that one. You should have knew what you had coming. That skirt was a little too like that's crazy.
Nah, it's
Because,
just
like,
called
dude,
action
you should
reaction.
Put your fucking hands to yourself. No, it's not an action reaction. If you
No,
can't
I
get
said it's
some
called
fucking
action
ass,
reaction.
No, if you can't get ass, then I don't know what to fucking tell you, but that's not how you do it. That's gonna actually get your ass whooped, because I've actually put
You're
hands on
probably
somebody for
getting
that
his ass
before.
whooped.
So that's gonna get your ass whooped, or you're gonna end up in jail, like, or you're gonna get shot the fuck up, or you're gonna get fucked
Whoa.
up one way or another, moving like that. So like, don't adapt to that. Don't think like, well, she shouldn't have wore that. No, you need to control yourself or approach her in a different manner, or
No,
get your
I'm not
ass
saying
whooped.
she
You can
shouldn't have
stay,
wore
get
it.
your ass whooped. Try it again, get your ass whooped.
My
Either
point
way,
ain't
get your
that
ass
if she
whooped.
shouldn't have wore it or not. That's not my point.
Your point is that you shouldn't have to protect her because of what she wore?
No, my point is that you can't. We gotta quit acting like we could do whatever the fuck we want to do, and there's not gonna like no one's gonna react to what we do. It's
Well,
the
we're
reason
talking about
y'all wake
fashion.
up and put clothes
talking
on
about
every day, or
fashion.
you would walk outside naked. You're not doing that.
Well, in America and in terms of fashion,
It's a
in
reason you
America
lock
and
your
in terms
door
of
at
fashion,
night.
Fucking Mo.
no.
Hey, it's the
That
reason
has-
y'all lock
locking
y'all
your
fucking
door
door
and
at night.
fashion is
You
that's
dig?
two different
Every
things.
action
We're not
there's-
locking
No,
our door
it's
all the
not.
time.
It's not two different things.
Yes, it
And
is.
that goes for everything.
No,
So
it's
if
not.
there's an action like that, that she can take action the same exact
That's
way.
crazy.
And that's exactly what needs to happen, because people like that don't get their ass whooped enough when they do shit like that. They don't get told to respect somebody because nobody sits and does it. They say, oh, he did. No, bitch, like, get the fuck back, or I can bust the bottle open, nigga, I'll cut you. Get the fuck back. Like, that's the type of shit that I feel like a woman needs to be on. Women need to be, yes, if you're gonna be doing shit and you're gonna be out and about looking good, girl, that's, to me, that's like, okay, like, we shouldn't have to sit and be fearful of.
We should
looking
promote
good.
that, actually.
Thinking
We
like,
actually really should
if I need
promote
to protect
that.
myself, then I need to be able to protect myself. And like
In
I
a
said,
way.
a lot of people out here need their ass beat, and that's why they be feeling like they can get away with shit like that, because not enough people do that shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't sit there and put hands on them, or they
Hey.
don't sit there and tell them to be respectful. Like,
I want to let Naomi get
and
in.
that's coming from another, and that should be coming from another man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because a woman gonna sit there and tell you all day. That's when it comes down to. Women have to sit here and support women. We need these men to be supporting men and to be checking each other at the same time. I shouldn't
Yeah,
be
that's
having to
true.
sit here and live in fear because I can't wear a short skirt to the bar. Like, my nigga, if there's niggas around, then niggas need to be able to help out that woman. Y'all shouldn't be sitting here talking about, oh, well, she's asking for it. That's why women get sexually assaulted. They get raped. They get fucking.
And that's easily how men dismiss
And you
it.
can look at the ass, that's
And watch,
fine.
and
Like,
they
you
don't
can
do
look
shit
at it,
about
it's sitting pretty,
Like-
it's there to look at. It's
Oh my
sitting
God,
pretty,
like,
fine,
you
look at it, but that don't mean like, oh
women
shit.
need to be able to check another nigga about doing that shit too. Straight up. Because if you
Yeah,
don't,
but
I mean, you're part of the
again,
problem.
again, before I even knew her, that's how she was dressing. You get me? So
Exactly.
I'm not gonna tell her what she can and can't do. Like y'all said, I don't feel like I should touch somebody. You get me? So I'm not the nigga out here touching females dressed in a certain type of way. That's not my thing. You dig?
Okay, but
But it
but
really
Mo
is happening.
said
Like,
that
I've
you
seen that
should be
shit.
checking another nigga. So
No,
boom,
no,
you're
no,
out with
no,
this
no.
girl.
No,
You're
I'm
out with
not-
this girl, and it didn't even have to be disrespectfully.
Yeah,
it could
I'm
be
not-
like, hey,
I'm
man.
not your bodyguard though. That's the
Then
difference.
okay, you shouldn't have been out the house with her then.
I'm not the
You
bodyguard.
shouldn't have been out the house
I
with her.
agree to
You
that,
don't
Naomi,
respect
because
her
I
enough
agree to that, and that's what I would teach my son. And like, for real, like, you won't go out with the woman if you feel like that's not your responsibility. That's out of line.
No,
Like,
If you don't
seriously.
care about her that much, then you shouldn't be out with her.
I'm not the bodyguard. Naomi, you talking about you got a nigga carrying heat? Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
We
but
about to get into a war when you go out?
No, you're not.
No,
about
but
to get
protection
into
is
a
heavy.
war.
Bro, y'all tripping, bro.
No, you're tripping.
You gonna get into a gunfight, Naomi, because you
It
going
doesn't
out?
have to be a gunfight.
You just never
It has
know.
never even accelerated to that point.
Hold on, one at a time. Go ahead.
I was saying nothing has like ever accelerated to that point. But I know at the end of the day, any nigga I'm fucking rocking with not gonna let some nigga disrespect me. And I would never even be with a man who would let a man sit here and disrespect me. Sure, can I handle my own? Yeah, she went off on that nigga. But imagine he the type of nigga that hit bitches. Like, that shit could have went all the way, like, wow. Niggas be mad reckless out here. Niggas be dangerous out here. Like,
be mad when
at the end of the
day,
day,
they're trying to follow you, sit there try to put hands on you because you say no, and that shit's happened to me before leaving the bar. Telling this nigga I don't want to give him my number. He's following me in his truck on the fucking highway, my nigga. That shit, it doesn't matter. And I'm not sitting there with my titties out every time that I go to the bar. I'm not sitting there with my cheeks out. I'm respectable to myself just as much as the next woman. You know what I'm saying? But it doesn't matter. That's the thing, is that that's what I'm saying. No matter what it is, we sit here and we talk about, you know what I'm saying, black people this, black people that. We need to watch out for each other, and that's straight up. And that necessarily doesn't always have to go for that, but we put women just in general. You know what I'm saying? Like, we are just letting too much shit slide. Too many people are sitting and watching shit happen and recording it, and yeah, I heard, nigga, do something about it. Like, and that's the thing that I guess infuriates me, is that a woman's gonna sit there and say, oh, well, she was doing this shit anyway. Like, that's not a justification for letting another grown ass man disrespect her.
Hey, I'm nobody's bodyguard, but I hear what you're saying.
Man sit there and disrespect a woman like that, and that didn't piss you off to the point where you want to check that nigga, then that, honestly, that to me, that tells me something about something.
So my thing though was the example that I was giving, no Mo, is that the dudes that I spoke with, they were saying that, like, what you're saying they were doing, and they were like, yo,
and they just got tired of it.
They got tired of it. Yeah, they was like, bro,
they got tired of having to deal with that. But I feel like that speaks on the nigga as well. Like, wow, these niggas didn't even see you as a threat. Like, nigga, that's saying more about.
Oh, you want this nigga to go to the weight room? What you want this nigga to do?
Like, I know I'm fine, but if they see you right here with me, they see you a whole motherfucking
you know what?
Man, and they still like, hey,
you
baby, what's up? Like, nigga,
that's a good point. Hold on, you know,
they coming at you, bruh.
That's a really good point, Naomi. Because when me and my wife go out on those rare occasions, because we old shit, but when we go out, like, nigga, like, I'm with my wife, nigga. It's like, it's no
nigga,
space.
You better have your motherfucking thug on. Shit.
It's no space in between me and my wife. You dig what I'm saying? Like, nigga, this is my wife, nigga. Like, you walk over here, nigga, the first thing I'm telling her to do is, hey, show him the ring, goddammit. Show him that rock. I paid a lot of money for that motherfucker. Yeah. So it's like, I'm with my wife, nigga. It's like my arms around her. You know, like, I'm with my wife. You dig what I'm saying? So I think sometimes this shit happens because people are just kind of dating. Maybe they just started talking and they going out, and maybe they kind of like, you know.
Lines are blurred.
Yeah, it could be.
Punk you, I'm going with the nigga who wins. I need the alpha.
Hilarious, Naomi.
Yo, ass better than I get. I'm like, oh, so you the baddest nigga in the room. Okay.
I ain't gonna be in here secondhand embarrassed because you got punk, nigga. Like,
hey, shout out to my.
Hey, Roy, to your point,
yeah,
that was like my first night of me and old girl going out together. You feel me?
Yeah.
I had seen her out doing her thing, but that was like my first night of me. Like, you know, she rolled with me that night.
Right.
So we was just start rocking. So, you know.
My wife's younger cousin, she put a list up on, like, social media of, like, what she's looking for in a man. It was like 3 things, but one of the main, I think, like, the number one thing was the nigga gotta have hands. That shit had me dying.
That nigga gotta be able to pop off at necessary moment, for real, because
that nigga gotta have hands.
I'm the type that's ready to pop off at any moment. Like, so you gotta match my energy straight up.
That shit's funny.
I think the biggest thing, like, and I'm not saying that this pertains to y'all, but, like, I think the biggest thing, especially with the way shit is today, because women are so, like, much more open about things, I think it's just that, like, men feel like, or some men feel like they can disrespect a woman to a point because they feel like she doesn't respect herself. And that is the wrong way of thinking. Because just because a woman dresses a certain way doesn't mean she doesn't respect herself. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the thing where it comes in, that people don't want to, like, step in, and they don't want to, like, you know, oh, I don't need to protect her because she, you know, she disrespecting herself, so I can come up and disrespect her too. Like, and I think that's the biggest issue, is that niggas really think that women can just be disrespected because of the way that she carries herself. Like, my nigga.
Yeah,
It's
you
never
definitely,
okay.
you
know what I'm
definitely
saying?
That's a good
shouldn't.
value. That's a good
That shit's
point.
not gonna be resolved, and I understand that. But I'm just saying, like, when it comes down to it, people gotta start holding people, other people accountable, especially if you're dealing with another. You know, you a black man, you dealing with another black man, especially that. Like, you need to be able to let that nigga know. Like, come on now, the fuck
Yeah.
out of here with that shit.
Yeah. All right, let's do this. Okay, listen, if you just tuned in, thumb up the video, goddamn it. Jump in the comment section, all that fly shit. You dig what I'm saying? We talking about. Hold on, hold on, Mo. That could, yeah, shit. That can be misconstrued. Thumb it. Hold
Say it
on.
like that.
We don't know what
Damn, I
y'all.
missed it.
That's for Friday night show. We talk sex on Fridays. Niggas putting thumbs in places. All right, let me go to the chat real quick.
Yeah.
Gerard in the chat said that I agree with Mo. You got to know what kind of chick you with, but at the same time, a real chick ain't gonna want to put her man in a situation to where he gotta put hands on a nigga. Except Naomi. Naomi want a nigga with hands too.
Yeah, Naomi wants you to.
He gotta be ready.
nigga
He
in the
gotta be
armbar.
ready. But
I don't think
I
it's-
should not be
it's
penalized because I'm pretty. I
Like,
should
I'm
not
not
be
blatantly
penalized because I'm pretty.
Yeah.
My man
Never
Courtney in the
that.
chat said, "Where are we hanging out? That it has to be this kind of energy. I'm not suggesting this behavior doesn't exist, but if it's possible that this behavior energy is avoidable, that's a good thing too."
Well, I mean, let me tell you, I was at the square in San Marcos, Texas, like 2 minutes away from Texas State, when like a frat guy decided to like pull my friend's shirt down.
Yeah,
So
frat
that's
guy.
where this kind of shit is happening. If you want to ask me, my
Yeah.
experience, like so, but best believe like he got hands put on. Like the message was clear that night. You know, the message was very clear, as
Let-
it should be. Like you don't, because you can't move like that.
Here's what I-
Otherwise, boom bam.
Here's what I want to do, because we're talking a lot about should you change for your relationship. So we spent a lot of time just talking about like dress, and that is a big part.
That's not a thing to change.
But
You
there's
just don't have to
other,
be with that person
but
if you don't
no,
like
I'm
the way
saying
they
like yeah, like that can be a thing in terms of like should you change that. But there's a lot more shit, right? Like
Yeah.
that can quote unquote be considered a change. Like me and my wife have dealt with that. Like I'm not scared to say that, to where like you know you feel like yo, am I losing myself? You know what I'm saying? Like the shit that I like to do. And it is some give and take if you're in a relationship. I think everybody can acknowledge that there has to be at least some of that shit. I don't know where the fuck that line is. I don't know, man. Y'all talk to me. Outside of
You
like,
have to know yourself. You gotta know you gotta know yourself and the foundation to who you are. And there's key like cornerstone blocks, like corner bricks that just cannot be moved and they just can't be changed. They can never like they like make up who you are. And when you know that, then that's the start. So if there's someone trying to infiltrate that shit, then you'll know like, oh wait, no, this is like affecting who I am. Like there's some shit that's just like bad habits or just like, I don't care so much for this. But then there's some other shit that's like, okay, no, you're trying to compromise who I am at this point. And like that's a no go.
but is there anything that could potentially be a positive change though that you make?
Yeah, of course. Like there's bad habits that can be shed. Like we'll change naturally. Like you'll change naturally over a relationship just anyway. But changing who you are and like that's what I'm saying. Like there's certain shit just about everyone who makes them who they are. And if those things are asked to be compromised, then that's probably a red flag. But just like little habits and other shit that'll probably knock off anyway, whatever.
And like in a relationship, you gotta ask yourself, if you aren't willing to change, then you gotta be like, yo, maybe I don't even like this person that much. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're reluctant to change things about yourself, not like those pillars that you're talking about, Lionel, because there are some foundational things. It could be religion, you know what I mean? It could be some real like principles that you stand on that you're like, nah, man, like I'm not budging on that. Like me, I'm never messing with a chick who smokes cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? Family has a history. My biological family has a history with cancer. I think cigarettes are gross. That's just me personally. You know what I mean? So I personally can never be with a chick that smokes cigarettes. Those are like one of those, you know, foundational things that I'm like, no, I'm not changing that about myself. But some other stuff that you could change, like giving your time up and stuff like that. If you're not willing to do that, then you're like, I probably don't even really like this person enough to make these sacrifices, which is pretty much what relationships are about anyway. So
Yes,
I don't know. I don't know that relationships are about sacrificing yourself in that sense. Like,
You-
oh shit, I gotta give up who I am now because this
No, I'm
person
saying
lost me.
making sacrifices, not your
Making
feelings, but
because like it really because relationships and
about
commitments they do
compromise.
ask,
Yeah,
they chant yeah you have to
Compromising.
compromise is the word because like
That's
it
what
has
I
to
mean,
be
though.
like
It's just-
a middle ground. Like, it's gotta because I'm literally such the person like I could never like not be who I am, but that doesn't mean I don't fuck with you or love you. That just means if you don't like agree or give like align with that, that's fine. I'm just not for you. But I'm not gonna be like, no, I need to change who I am. Like that sounds like lunatic to me a little bit because why? That means that you don't love me as like I feel like you would have to love something as it is.
right.
And like I'm definitely that person. So if you're like, I need you to change this, I need to maybe you could tweak this a little bit. Maybe this could be like, I'm like, get the fuck off my back. Maybe I'm not for you. How about that?
What's something that you would change that you would consider changing, Lionel?
Something I would consider changing is like light shit, like anything that's like light, not heavy, nothing heavy.
Okay,
Don't
let
ask
me
to change anything
let me ask
heavy that's
let
like
me-
about me
I'm gonna-
because that's not happening. But like bad habits, of course.
Well,
I'm
hold
always for
on.
growth.
I got one
Like,
for you.
Growth is probably the word for me.
I got one
'Cause
for you. Hold on,
I'm
Lionel.
with that type shit, but not like
Hold on.
change like that. Just
Slow
seems weird to
down.
me.
Slow down. Slow down. Okay, I got a question for you and Naomi. Mo might
Yeah.
be in this too. Okay. For people who enjoy smoking certain
I'm not gonna
products,
stop smoking.
I didn't say stop. I
Still
didn't
don't
say
change.
stop.
That's crazy.
I didn't say stop.
See, that's crazy.
I'm just saying,
crazy.
if this-
that's a lot.
if this is somebody that you're really, I'm
you
saying,
doing too much. You stressing me out.
I'm not the one.
if this is somebody that you're really feeling, and all they say is like, yo, I think this can really be, this is somebody you really feel, everything is good, the sex is good, you enjoy everything is good, and they say, yo, couldn't you just cut the smoking down to like, 3 days a week?
That's hilarious.
It can't be 3 days a week. It would have to be like how much I smoke a day. Like we would have to cut it down that way.
Situation that you're saying because my little crush that I got right now, he doesn't smoke like how I smoke, and like he really don't smoke like at all. So it's just like, but I mean, even then, whenever we linked up and like whenever we talk and shit, like I literally started to feel like weird because I was like, damn, like this nigga don't smoke. Like I kind of need to smoke. I'm in his city and shit. I'm like, I need to smoke. Like where's the weed at? But no, like I was kind of talking about it and how I was just a little bit like out of place because it's weird being around someone that just doesn't smoke at all. And he was just like, well, I mean, shit, like anytime that we was on FaceTime, you was smoking. Anytime that we was on the phone, smoking. Like, so like he basically was just like, I mean, that's just what you do. So like, if I didn't fuck with it, I wouldn't even be fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Facts.
so that's, I don't know. I feel like people
Only one thing
understanding
to
of that shit.
turn him into a stoner.
You say what?
I said it's only one thing to do: turn him into a stoner.
Give me a little bit of
That's what happens if you end up hanging around me enough, because that is all I do. Like, cause I'm gonna smoke anyway. As long as you cool with it, I'm like, shit, Mo. Hey, Mo, for me, I ain't
Right.
tripping.
Yeah, see.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
But then I be thinking like, but dang, he could smell me. Like I speak to him, because if you smoke yourself, you don't get the smell. So that'd be one thing I hate. Messing with guys who don't smoke. It's like I gotta go brush my teeth. I gotta go do all this.
Okay, let me go get very
Yeah, no. For me, that's just like that's just too big of a like. That's a misconnect for me. That's like a big misconnect because you just be like running around that until like it became a problem. So like I would not even want to deal with that just because what the hell? Like I actually smoke, so maybe we should not be dealing with each other at this point.
Facts. I'm like, so just do it when you're not around.
It's like, yeah, but then that's so weird.
I'm trying to be around, you know what I'm saying? So it's
Now,
like,
like, what if I want to hang out with you and I want to smoke at the same time?
right. And I mean, that actually was a situation too, because I just wanted to smoke before we went out. And he was just kicking it with me, really, and we were still having the same old, like, regular ass conversation.
I still like that. No, I still like, even if people don't smoke, I would still like that company. I'm like, you can shit, sit and watch me smoke. I'll talk to you. I like a session.
That's exactly how
I love a session.
Okay, so what are some things to change? Because
Well,
I'm thinking like,
clearly,
what are some things?
Y'all motherfuckers ain't changing shit.
For me, it could probably be like
They need to accept me for who
look,
I am,
that's
right?
what I
Oh
wanna-
God,
I know
nigga.
you need to love me from top to bottom.
Niggas not changing it. Goddamn thing.
I think all of y'all looked at change like from such a negative,
That
like,
shit
I
was
know that's why I'm
funny.
like asking.
there's
like,
definitely ways that you could change and improve. Cause like I would definitely like love to have a partner who was like a morning person who could help me get up and be on my schedule and like, cause I'm so like disorganized with a lot of shit. Like,
Hey, Roy,
there
you
is a
shoulda-
lot of shit that I would need to change.
Hey, you should have asked what would we change. That's what you should have said.
Well, shit, I didn't realize I had an entire panel that was stubborn as hell. Now I know.
Yes, you
Come
do.
down to what this
No,
all
this
is
isn't
down
stubbornness.
to at the end of the day
Funny.
is making sure that you take the time to get to know who it is you're trying to be with. Because if you sit there and you see them in all day seasons and you don't like one thing going on, this and third, it's not for you, then you need to figure that shit out before you even commit.
But like, okay, let me put this out there. This is something that I changed, right? Because if I had my way, I would literally, from the time I get off work, I would go play basketball for probably 4 hours every day. That's what I would do, right?
But
I had to change that shit. I had to change that shit, right? 'Cause my wife was like, okay, nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I
every.
feel like you playing basketball again? Oh my god.
Nigga getting home at 8 o'clock.
The bitch there, huh?
See, man, for me, that's negative enforcement because
Extra.
it's like, let me be fit and have a great time.
No.
Like, don't
You
you
did?
want somebody that's
Every
fit and-
day.
My
Every-
nigga Lionel,
and
my
happy.
nigga Lionel got the
Our
life,
time
man.
we get
Fuck- I
together.
fuck with Lionel. Lionel got the life.
Like, why would
Hey,
you
yo,
want
man, let
somebody
a
that's
nigga hoop,
fit
man.
and happy? Like, now I'm
Every
gonna be
day.
unfit and unhappy, little bitch, pouting, because I want to go to the gym.
Cause he trying to hoop.
What if that's the only time of the day that y'all get together? We both working during the day, and then right after work, every single day throughout the week, you at the gym hooping.
But I
like,
can make exceptions, and at that point, you gotta make exceptions. Like, you gotta stay up later.
Like, limited to maybe 2 or 3 days, maybe out the week, and you know what I'm saying? Because niggas be hooping for hours.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hooping for a whole 8-hour shift if you let them. Like,
Y'all acting like that's a bad thing. The
it's
nigga
not
out
a
there.
bad
Hey.
thing, but damn.
Hey,
I'm sorry, you wanna
Cash.
spend time with your ass.
Hey, Cash, hold on. All the smokers just said, don't touch my smoke, but now all of a
Yeah,
sudden,
but the
niggas
nigga
hooping
can't
too.
hoop. Man, get the fuck out.
No,
We
I'm
just
saying
talked
you can.
about
I'm saying
being
that's a
able to
great
smoke
thing
and
too. I
spend
don't know
time
if
at the
it's
same
a
time.
thing.
I just said every day.
I don't think that's the thing.
You
to
said
change. That's what
every
I'm
day
telling
you
Naomi.
smoke, Naomi.
Let people be.
See,
You gotta
no,
let
we
people
literally
be.
just
Look,
said
I
we
didn't.
can
Like,
smoke
I'm
around.
thinking, y'all know my last.
Hold on, you can
relationship with
come-
my Baby daddy, he'd be fucking gone. Still, like,
But
I know
Naomi,
all
look,
this
Still
shit
spend
look at
time
this.
with you. That's the
See, for
difference.
me, it's like this is what this person would be doing, and this is what would be making them happy. Like I can look at that and like smile and like be happy.
Hey,
I'm
you
not
can-
gonna look at that and be like, no, you need to do this for me. Like that's insane. Like I love you and you're being you and you're like existing and you're happy. Like let's do that. Like I'm gonna watch you and I'm gonna love the fact that you're in a good space.
Hey,
I'm not
Lionel,
gonna
women
like
ain't playing
say,
that shit.
I want you home because I would rather spend time. That's some crazy lunatic shit. I'm not
I
with
just
that.
know this is exactly how you sound.
Like, you
Would
have to
sound
keep
like
that shit away from
me
me.
off the court. He would say, "I hear you, like I understand," but
That nigga Lionel going to hoop.
Well, I play tennis, so you know I'll be on the tennis
Yeah.
court
Nigga Lionel on that
sunrise
goddamn
till
field.
noon.
Hey,
But
but-
like, thankfully I have the space. Thankfully I have the space to do that. But like certain stuff, like being like, I just feel like you have to, like, I don't know. People get the misconception between of love because for me, love is just like seeing someone be and genuinely like accepting that, being attracted to that, and like loving it. But then I feel like there's this other conception of like I am attracted to this person, but I have a lot of fear, so I'm gonna operate from the space of fear and try to control them in a space. I mean, in a way that these fears don't come to reality. But in reality, you're just fucking the situation up. Like
I can
me,
agree
I
with
just
some
like
of that.
to exist and love it and just boom, bam, be.
Hey, let me say this too. Like a lot of times, like what you saying, Lionel. So Roy, you hoop, right? Like you said, you used to hoop every day at 4 hours a day, right? What will happen is when a dude's trying to fuck, you stop hooping every day at 4, and then you start fucking, and then once you got her, you start hooping again every day at 4. Basically, what I'm saying is people present like the most perfect fucking, version of themselves, and then once they get, used to you being their partner, then they start doing shit that they were really comfortable with doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
That's
But
fucks
that's
people
natural.
up.
It's
That
true, but
fucks
it's
people up.
natural. It's true and it's natural,
Yeah.
but that's a part of the process. Like I'm looking like when you get to that point of like, yeah, y'all really just comfortable and existing like past that honeymoon shit. That's the real shit, for real. Like the
that's
honeymoon
my
only
point.
lasts for so long. Like the honeymoon is like a high. It's like being on a high that just
I
like
don't
is
want to
like.
put this into perspective with the example that Roy gave us. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let's say that I'm going to work. We're both going to work 8 to 5 every day.
Yep.
Get through Friday. And then you don't even come home. You got your gym bag with you. Right after work, open from 5:30 to 9:30, nigga, and you're not getting home till almost 10 o'clock.
Yep.
You're about to start getting ready for the next day. So I maybe will get maybe a 30-minute window with you to actually talk to you, get to see what, and then this isn't even including all the other shit that we got going on. Let's say we got kids. Let's say we got some other shit going on to where it's like, oh, family events. We got, you know what I'm saying, maybe a business or something going on. Like, it's like, I need you here because we're a partnership. So there has to be a level. Well, we was talking about a level of compromise when it comes down to it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like,
Yeah, and the compromise could be like 2.5 hours.
and to be
Or,
able to
like,
sit
we can
there
stay
and
up
be
late.
like, oh,
Like-
no, I don't need to, like,
The compromise will be
you
not
want to
hooping
see your partner
every
every
day.
night.
Lionel said y'all can stay up late.
Seriously, like we can
But
stay
maybe
up,
I'm
or
gonna be
we can do
tired.
2.5
but
hours
Lionel,
tonight.
you
10,
suck at staying up
11,
late. You're going to sleep because you're so fucking tired from fucking being out all day.
No, I'm with the shits. I got time for you, boo.
Keep working late and be up late. That's the only reason Lionel's saying that. But for somebody who be up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go to the fucking gym and then work and then do shit, like,
How
nigga,
much time you got?
I'm in bed by
Yeah.
10,
Okay.
11 latest.
But
Like,
Because you gotta wake up and do a whole nother day. Like,
But let's use what Mo
No.
just said though. Mo goes to the gym at 5 in the morning. Okay, shit. Maybe your guy's like, hey, I might want to eat breakfast at 6. Like, it can always be something, right? That you might have
You
to
gotta
like.
just let people be them. That's what people fuck shit up, for real.
see,
And I
I'll
hate
let
that.
people be them and be single. That's how. I
Shout out
feel.
to-
Or
And
be
sure, I
single,
guess it's
exactly.
that for
Or be single.
relationships too, but I can't even think that far. I can't even realize.
Can I-
like,
can I
think
present
I would feel
this?
some type of, yeah,
Actualize.
you want to just spend time with me. That's
Can I
fine.
present this to the conversation? Here's what my thought process was, right? I said, you know what? I truly love my wife, and I'm too old to get to the NBA now, so I don't really need to technically be in the gym every fucking day. You dig what I'm saying? So I can cut back so I can have time with my wife. You dig what I'm saying? Like that
Niggas
was
be fucking hooping, they got no damn insurance.
right. I'm out
And
here.
then, no,
Yeah.
look, they come home hurt. I mean, don't tell me shit. Nigga, I don't want to hear
That's
shit.
embarrassing.
I told y'all.
That is embarrassing. Nigga, come on.
You think, nigga.
And
giving out-
obviously, this is granted. Like, I feel like this is like with the stake of like, I mean, this is with the assumption that you're not doing shit else because like, why would I don't know? Like, you have so much time to spend and like you can dedicate time to hang out. But like for me, also my perspective on relationship is like space is so important. Like you need to miss a motherfucker. Like I need to miss you.
Yeah.
Like for real.
On me.
Especially if this is gonna be a
That's
lifelong
crazy. We live
eternity
together,
kind of
like-
thing. Like I need to miss you.
Yep.
Like I seriously like I
I
gotta
agree
have
with
shit
y'all.
going on. I need to be busy. I need to think about you and be like, oh shit, my woman. Like like if it's like the other kind of way, it'll become suffocating for me. Like just because I'm like that kind of person anyway. Like my mind is like so it can really be overwhelming. Like that kind of energy.
I understand where you're coming from, Lionel, and that's what I'm saying. There definitely has to be like compromise from each side.
Yeah, for sure. It
There has
does.
to be a balance when it comes down to it because we all got to keep our sanity up in this whole. I'm gonna want my own personal space too, but when it comes like well, the example that I was just talking about, if that was our actual set schedule, how we did things. Let's throw in something like the podcast. I'm doing the podcast on Wednesdays, and then
Right.
I podcast on Fridays. So those nights I definitely won't have time when I come back from the gym because I'm still doing stuff. And it's just like when it comes to your partner, you know what I'm saying, you want to spend time with them. And it's not saying like, oh, you just have to be next to me all the time. I get it because I will get annoyed and be like, look, we need some space. We need to just breathe our own air for a second. And it be like that sometimes. But damn, like every
but I don't know.
4 hours, nigga, after work.
See, I don't know. That's extreme,
Well,
obviously, but I don't know. For me, I'm just looking at the fact that I don't think the argument here is really like you need to spend time with your partner because that's not the misunderstanding here. I think people get lost in relationships and they need to spend time with themselves. So I'm not really speaking to like 4 hours every single day away. Like I'm just really speaking to the fact of like you need to get into you still, like for real. Like,
Okay, but I feel like that's fine for you. but people have different like attachment styles. They have different styles of love.
Well,
Like,
attachment
that's
is
the
attachment good? Is attachment good in the first place? Is in any form of attachment good? Ask yourself that.
See, I guess it's
No.
not.
No, it's not. So that's the thing. So many people have really problematic understandings, which breed like unhealthy situations. And I'm so
Lionel,
not with
I
that shit. I'll
agree.
be fighting that shit all my life. I'll be like, no.
Lionel, I agree with you.
I
saying
can understand where you're coming from, Lionel, but when it's only one person that has that mentality,
Bad.
No, it takes two.
has the mentality,
For sure.
it isn't. You over here peaceful as fuck because you're doing what you want to do, while the other person on the other side is stressed the fuck out because I'm like, damn, what's up? You know what I'm saying? And I think that's
No,
where
it takes two.
yeah.
It takes two on the
Yeah,
same page.
and that's what I'm saying. So you could be like looking
Oh,
like the
that's good.
asshole in the other person's eyes, because it's like, damn, my love style is like spending time, taking time to like be around the person, and you know, like maybe that's the way they fucking love. Even though you can be like, okay, I need to love myself as well as loving you. Like,
But that's
maybe
why we
it's just
communicate,
different
because
between-
that's why we communicate and we say, hey, look, I'm doing these specific things. Like, I'm taking out this time. I'm setting up this day. I'm doing this in particular for you. And, like, I'm doing this out of, like, the love. And I want us to do this together. This weekend is for us. This trip. Like, that's, like, you can do those types of things. Hey, this dinner, just come sit with me on the couch and let's watch this. You know, shit like that, obviously. But same. Like, I'm doing this real quick. I'll be, you know, like, hello.
Yeah, and I think people need to realize like why they start trying to be with somebody in the first place. Like, I understand some compromise, but like if you start trying to make somebody deviate too much, it's like, fam, why the fuck you even like this person? Like, what did you like about this person? Like, why are you trying to make them adjust so much now that y'all are, you know what I'm saying, seeing each other more? Like,
Yeah.
what's all this adjusting for? Like, what did you like?
But shit
about
can
them
but shit
initially?
can change though, cause relationships go in stages, right? Cause it's one
Yeah,
thing
shit
when
does
y'all
change.
it's one thing when y'all are like not living together, y'all got separate houses, y'all got separate, you know, spots, y'all are seeing each other, maybe y'all spend a night here and there, and then y'all might move to a space where and so like maybe like that person going and hooping or going to the gym for X amount of hours, it really doesn't bother you because y'all are not living together in the same space. But now y'all are living together, so now that energy is different. Cause you like, where this motherfucker at? Cause if my wife ain't there and it's like 7, 8 o'clock, I'm looking around like, goddamn, like, niggas, I'm FaceTiming, nigga. I'm not even
Calling.
calling.
You
I'm
sound attached, man. You gotta
Shit.
I
unattach.
know.
boy.
Cause my
fuck that.
response to
Hey,
is
cause
like,
I'm not even calling. I'm FaceTiming. I want to see what's going on, nigga. Hey,
My response to that
nigga.
is just like,
Hey, what the
You at
fuck?
I'm feeling that feeling.
Hey,
I need
move the
to
phone
do
around. Let me see who in
something.
that
Let me be
bitch.
productive, but let me figure something out for myself. Like, let me have something set up for myself in that time. Like, okay, let's see what the podcast is up to if there's free time to link, or let's see what my homies are. Like, at that point, I'm thinking, like, you have to be able to occupy yourself. Not, like, hold this person with these
Bro, you
heavy
gotta get a
ass
hobby,
chains
bro.
attached.
You gotta get a hobby, Roy.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I got a house full of kids, nigga. Time for no goddamn hobbies.
Hey, that's real talk.
He
Hey,
swear.
Roy, you still be on the sticks though. I see you.
Roy swear he got about 6, 7 kids.
But they are grown.
Boy saying
He does
house
have two
kids.
girls,
So that's
That's
4.
at the stage.
I got 2 girls, so that's 4.
That can be a reason of why he wants his wife home with him at certain times. Like, I got maybe multiple kids here in the house. I need some help, nigga. What the fuck?
That nigga owed his daughter more mature than him. Hell no.
This is
Oh,
true.
no, it's
I'm
not
just
that.
saying,
It's annoying, but it's not
generally,
that hard. It
you
can
doing
get annoying
like-
with some 3-year-olds in this bitch, but it's not that hard.
Yeah, but I be trying to do hair and shit. That
That
should
shit
be.
gets annoying as fuck.
Yeah, it gets annoying.
That shit
It
annoying,
can get
that's
annoying.
it.
I'll say that.
Annoying.
And y'all
And
got
that's
one
funny,
child.
You hooping? You're
Y'all
having
got
fun?
one
I'm
child.
stressed out right now. Bro, come
I got
on.
one child.
Come on.
Imagine multiples, nigga.
I know.
I'm stressed out.
You need.
I'm like, nigga, I'm locked in the closet.
I know. I'll be thinking about multiple though, so they can occupy each other. I'll be like, yeah, because right now,
Nigga Lionel gonna have another one so
I'm
they
the
can keep
entertainer.
They gonna be fucking shit up.
exactly. I'm the entertainment at this point.
This nigga funny, cuz.
All right, man, let's get ready to get the fuck up out of here, cause clearly, nigga, we're not changing, we're not compromising. This panel ain't doing shit, nigga.
I didn't hear any change, by the
Nigga,
way.
you when the way you meet me, nigga, that's the way it's gonna fucking be. You dig what I'm
Goddamn
saying?
millennials, boy.
I think I would change.
Millennials ain't changing shit.
What you-
Cause I feel like I have a lot, like how Lionel is telling me all this shit now. Like literally, my views on relationship would have to change because my shit is, you know,
But
I
that's
got
just
some
me
fucked up
too.
views and I got some fucked up ways. And then I'll be thinking like, what if a nigga was like, Okay, what about the behavior you change on your own? Like, cause when it comes to Twitter, I be talking pretty recklessly on Twitter, cause I'm a single woman out here in these streets, so I can really touch on whatever the fuck I want to say. But
And
I
you're
feel
gonna
like
attract that kind of dude. You know what I'm saying?
nah, I don't fuck with no Twitter niggas.
You gonna
I hope
attract
you just
young
don't even
reckless
see my
dudes.
Twitters.
Or not on Twitter. I'm just saying your energy. You're gonna attract a young, reckless dude. You
But
dig? Lying on my line. That's the type of energy she giving
I
off.
know
That,
you're not lying.
giving off that reckless energy. You're gonna get you a Chief Keef.
it don't matter, nigga. I know how to pick a nigga at the end of the day. It don't matter, nigga. I got all types of niggas that's gonna come off or whatever. It don't matter.
Talk that shit,
That's how that
Naomi.
shit go.
Talk
Don't
that
get the
shit.
twisted.
Alright.
Cause look at me right now. I'm not fucking with no ain't shit nigga.
Not
Look
fucking
at
with no
me
what?
right now.
Oh, no,
look at
ain't
me
shit,
right
dude?
now. Not fucking with no ain't shit nigga.
Right.
Talk that shit then.
Alright. Talk that shit,
don't matter.
Naomi.
But
There's
I,
definitely levels to the shit when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, how people be acting at
But-
different levels of progression of a relationship. Like
I've-
maybe I'm not as communicative in the beginning, you know what I'm saying, but as things get a little bit stronger, I'm definitely wanting to be by your side a little bit more, definitely want to communicate with you
Yeah.
more. It really comes down to really understanding your partner and like understanding how they want to be loved, not thinking about how I expect things to be and how I want to be loved, and I'm going to project that onto them because that's what I like. Like, you got to understand your partner enough, and vice versa, women and men. You know what I'm saying? Got to understand them enough to understand how they want and need to be loved, so I can execute that shit properly.
Yeah.
And if that's not something for you, then okay, you need to move on.
Facts.
And you need to know,
Yes.
like, why the fuck
I'm
you
so
going
that
into the
person.
relationship? You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people just be like out here doing dating and shit, but they don't know why they're really.
Because they be alone. They
What you
people
in it
want
for?
somebody around. People want just that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
the title of like, oh, blah blah. Because I was just talking about it on Twitter. How like
That's watering down the
someone
game.
was like, someone was like, oh, y'all really be out here single and lonely, lol, blah blah blah. And I was like, my nigga, like, first of all, y'all be out here miserable as fuck in toxic ass situations, but it's okay as long as y'all got somebody, right?
Yeah.
Like that's the issue, is that people just cause oh, I got me a girl, I got me a nigga, like, but you sitting here stressed out because y'all aren't compatible, but yet people just want that title where it's just like, oh yeah, that's my man, that's my girl, like, yeah,
That's very true.
I bagged the baddest one, I bagged the finest nigga, this and there, yeah, he got this and that. Like, people are so, and especially now with times, people are so fucking materialistic. It's like, if you're not doing something with some money or some gifts or something, it's not valid. And it's like, I understand people do have that love language of like, yeah, the gift giving or whatever shit like that. But it's just getting a little bit too extra now. Like, people need
I
to
know. That's how I was feeling when we were talking about the
and
money.
designer shoes. And I'm like, hold on.
People
I'm
capping.
not
That's
even
what
buying
they
that shit for
doing.
myself. I'm not buying that shit for nobody. Like,
People
period.
capping.
Let me ask my ladies this, because I think this is something I see more. I've seen more from women over the years in relationships. When I see people, quote unquote, change, a lot of times, something that you just said, Mo, I'll see women who kind of like enjoy or just need to be in a relationship, and so like this month she's into fucking dirt biking because she fucks with a dude who rides dirt bikes, and then 6 months from now, you know what I'm saying, she's into some other shit now because she's fucking with a nigga that does that shit and she's big on that. It's like, do y'all know any women who exhibit your
I've known women who definitely hop around, and men too who hop into relationship. Men especially too. Men definitely be doing this shit. And I don't care what nobody says, because niggas be heavy
Hold on.
on that.
Niggas is modifying
in a
their
relationship
behavior?
such and such every so often, like every 6 months, maybe 2 or 3 girlfriends a year. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot.
niggas love to get taken care of at the end of the day. That's why they be happening in a
Uh-oh.
relationship.
Hold on.
And girls be doing it. I'll be like,
But see, that's the thing, is like, when it comes to a woman that just be, the only thing that I can ever say about people who jump from relationship to a relationship is they need to take some time to themselves to heal and to grow, because that's not what they're doing. They're not learning themselves. They're trying to find their identity within other people, and that's why they are able to hop around and change so much to what that person is, because
Yeah.
they don't know who they are.
Them
So
motherfuckers
they
are
find
chameleons.
that shit out, and then you'll be able to actually make better decisions in your dating pool. Because I can tell you, anybody who be dating around like that be stressed out over niggas, because it's like, you wasting your time, you're wasting your energy on somebody who isn't even worth it, and for you anyway. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
No, that's
people don't want to hear that shit. People don't want to hear that you got to love yourself first. They think it's cliche and it's, oh, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But no, like, you genuinely have to like and love yourself before you
That's
sit and
true.
try to be with someone else, because like at the end of the day, all you're gonna do is just project those insecurities or those, things about yourself onto that person, and it's.
If you go into a relationship trying to fill a void, that person's not gonna live up to your expectations.
Mm-hmm.
I might though. I might.
It ain't gonna happen.
I'm a
Look,
cold
hey,
nigga.
Roy's taken, but he probably would.
I would. Shout out to me. All right, let's get ready to get the fuck up out of here. Man, hey, y'all make sure y'all rate, comment, subscribe, all that fly shit. Every Wednesday night, we live at 8:30. Also, we here on Fridays, and on Fridays, we talk sex, goddammit. We get down, we get in between the sheets. You dig what I'm saying? And we
Salt and pepper.
you understand? We talk sex on Fridays. So fuck with us, man.